merely listening or reading to good knowledge is not enough. We need to ensure that the knowledge sticks to us so that it is useful in times of need. Hence, the scriptures say that whatever divine knowledge you read or hear, contemplate over it again and again. Yesterday we discussed that in the hierarchy of our inner machinery, beyond the mind is the intellect. And God has empowered the human intellect with the ability to control the mind if it so decides. That is why it is important to empower the intellect with divine knowledge through the saints, the spiritual teachers, and the divine scriptures. However, merely listening or reading to good knowledge is also not enough. We need to ensure that the knowledge sticks to us so that it is useful in times of need. One lady came to me and said, "Swamiji, I have this problem of anger. Can you please share with me a gem of wisdom that will enable me to overcome it?" I said, "Look, if I gave you a thorn and asked you to jab it in your arm, would you do it?" No. Why? Nobody wishes to hurt themselves. Similarly, you become angry upon somebody else, but the anger resides in you and hurts you like the thorn hurts the arm. So why would anybody wish to hurt themselves? Do not become angry. The lady said, "Swamiji, that is a beautiful piece of knowledge." I said, "But it will be no use to you." Why? Because when the attack of anger comes, the knowledge will slip out. You will make the mistake and later on regret. What happened to me? I knew anger is bad. Why did I commit this error? The reason you made the mistake was the knowledge slipped out. Our scriptures say, "Tattva vismaranat bhekivat." The moment a human being forgets knowledge, that human being falls to the level of an animal. So our humaneness is in retaining vivek or discernment between right and wrong behavior. Let me emphasize the point more vividly through another powerful example. In medieval India, in the kingdom of Raja Bhoj, lived a scholarly Pandit. As he grew old, he became poor. To alleviate the misery of his poverty, he went to steal from the king's palace. At night, as the courtiers were retiring, he hid behind the furniture until he found himself all alone. However, as he moved forward to steal and picked up the treasures, the knowledge came streaming to his mind. He remembered that stealing gold, silver, and precious stones was one of the 5 Mahapaps or deadly sins. He had read in the Garud Puran that the consequence would be Kumbhipak Narak. He decided, "I cannot sin. So where to hide at night so that I can exit safely from the palace when the crowd appears and I can mingle in their midst?" He went and hid under the king's bed itself, that nobody will discover me here. In the morning, there was a great ceremony to wake up the king. Pandits began reciting Ved mantras, women started dancing, musicians began playing on their instruments, and slowly the king glid from the dreaming state to the waking state. He began stretching himself, yawning. When all of a sudden the thought came to him that I am so opulent. Look, I've got so many treasures. All these people are striving to wake me up. Being a mild scholar himself, he began composing a verse in Sanskrit. Cheto hara yuvataya surido nukula sadbandhava pranaya garbhagirascha bhritya valganti danti nivahas taralas turanga. He composed 3 lines, remembering his opulences and his glories, but got stuck. He could think of no 4th line. In the meantime, the Panditji had also woken up and was thinking, what are these temporary things in which the king is rejoicing? So when the king strived again and got stuck on the 3rd line, Panditji involuntarily blurted out, Sammilane nayanayor nahi kinchidasti. That is all very well, O king, but in the last moment when you close your eyes, nothing will go with you. The king was jolted. I thought I was alone in this room, and where did this sound come from? Such pithy words of wisdom, nothing will go with me. Is it an Akashvani, God himself speaking to me? But this sound has come from below. Has a Patalvani begun? He thought this is a serious matter. He instructed the guards to find out. Panditji decided, before they pull me out, let me respectably reveal myself. He poked his head out. The king said, you? Panditji said, O king, I am a known scholar of your kingdom. But what to do, poverty drove me to this point that I came to steal from your palace. However, as I attempted, the knowledge streamed to my intellect and I could not commit the theft. The king said, nevertheless, the words that you chant are so valuable to me. They have helped me become detached. Nothing is going to go with me. Then why give them so much of importance? You are like my guru. The king rewarded the scholar profusely. However, look at the difference that knowledge made. Forgetfulness of the wisdom of the scriptures made a scholar fall to the level of a thief. And remembrance of that knowledge made him sinless. Hence the scriptures say that whatever divine knowledge you read or hear, contemplate over it again and again. Revise it in your mind, like the cows graze the grass and chew it. I like to often share this point that one gem of wisdom has the ability to transform our lives if we contemplate sufficiently over it. So let this be the message today on the 11th day of our Life Transformation Challenge, and we shall move ahead from here tomorrow.